Well, it's certainly a perfect day for it. Beautiful weather we've been having lately. Yeah, so hello, welcome to the channel. My name's Mike. I've been riding bikes since my early 20s. Did a bit of motocross in my youth. Had some sports bikes in my 20s, early 30s. Then took motocross back up again and got more into it and started racing and was really enjoying it. But then a couple of years ago, I jacked it all in. Just realised I was spending far too much time and far too much money on racing. So anyway, then come October last year, I was just really feeling the need to get a bike again. And a friend said, what about an adventure bike? And I didn't know if it was for me. This sort of thing is very, very new to me. And when I got my first Tiger, I took it over to Thetford and I knew this Byway, I could ride it down. And so I thought, right, I'm going to head down there, go for a bit of a blast. I knew it was going to be quite sandy and it was a little bit sloppy on that day. But I was just horrified. I could not believe what a pig it was off-road, this Tiger. Oops, sat nav shouting at me. Yeah, so I've had to sort of get my head around that and realise that an adventure bike is more than twice the weight of a motocross bike. Especially like today, I've got all my panniers on today, top box full of gear, brew kit, warm kit, tripods, camera gear. I've even bought the bloody drone. Yeah, so obviously an adventure bike is going to handle completely differently to a motocross bike. And the other big difference is tyres. Adventure bike tyres are nothing like motocross tyres. So the grip levels that you've got are, well, I found it pretty scary, I must admit. For someone who you know, used to ride off-road and used to throwing a motocross bike about and jumps and all the rest of it, it's been a bit of a shock. Riding off-road is, on one of these things, is not easy, and it takes a lot of care and focus and attention, and you can't just, you know, blast it down the byways. I mean, not that you would anyway. That is not what you should be doing on a byway. That's just a surefire way to piss a lot of people off. But yeah, just moving quickly on a byway and safely, it can be tricky, and especially if you're on 80/20 tyres, you know, you've not got anything with loads of grip. So anyway, I found that difficult, and it's gonna take me a while to get my head around that and learn how to ride an adventure bike properly. So today I'm just on a bit of a ride. Where am I going to go? Well, alright boys, I'm going to go over a place called Sutton Heath, which is just the other side of Woodbridge. So if you took this right here, that takes you into Woodbridge town centre. It is a beautiful town. A lovely old Suffolk town on the River Deben. So yeah, I'm going to head up to Sutton Heath, check out a few byways, head over then towards Aldeburgh and Walberswick, maybe if I'm there in time, although I think I'll probably missed the boat on that now. Maybe just go and check out the chippy in Aldeburgh. And yeah, maybe have an ice cream. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Let's see how far I can just get past this truck. Yeah, so this is Sutton Heath over to my left. This part of Suffolk's fairly sandy, so if you are going to come this way, just be careful if you're not sort of on any aggressive adventure bike tyres. It's quite deep in places. One of the apps I use and I absolutely love, I've used it for years, be it mountaineering or mountain biking, whatever, is this Ordnance Survey app. It's about 20-25 quid a year, but I just think it's so worth it because it's just so good to use. So there is a byway there over to the left, but we're not going to start there because it's very sandy there and there tends to be a lot of people there, so I'm just going to go a bit further down, pick up another byway. Right, so it should be left just here for the first bit. Up here, they are quite well posted, well signposted, these byways. Look at this part. Yeah, so one of the big things I've got to get my head around in motocross, you try and sit down whenever you can, just to sort of, well, have a bit of a break, you know, have a bit of a rest, because the more you're standing up, you tend to be in a more aggressive part of the track, you know, whoops, jumps, whatever it is, and it all sort of zaps your strength. And yeah, so on an adventure bike, you can't, everything you watch, everyone's telling you to be standing up and looking where you're going all the time, and which doesn't come instinctive to me. Yeah, you can feel the sand here. It's quite sandy. Not too bad though. So in motocross you would be keeping your weight back and sort of keeping it pinned. There we go, snaking already. That is quite deep there. So careful on that first bit. You come this way. Way! He has a bit of a dab. Obviously the drier it gets, the worse the sand gets. So we did have a bit of rain yesterday. I hoped it might sort of help compact it a little bit. So this bit isn't so bad. Just nice though to be off-road and sort of get away from the cars and the traffic. Some sort of got my knees tight up against the tank. I'm using my feet, so I'm on the balls of my feet on my pegs, and I'm using my feet to sort of help steer the bike and pressure, pushing left, pushing right. It all comes with practice. Obviously just being careful, people are out enjoying themselves and dogs that might be off-road. Dogs that might be off-road. Like some sort of scrambling dog. He's grabbing hold of his finer armour. Thanks. Nice dogs. Yes, this byway, if you follow this byway up, it goes from south to north and heads up towards the army barracks. It's quite simple to follow, it's quite nice and wide. It's just that first bit where it's quite sandy, you've just got to be really careful. Looks like something going on up here. Oh no, it's the main road. Alright, so here we are. back to the main road. Brilliant. So there's the barracks. I'm going to go right here. Okay, so I'm going to do a right just here. And this next section of Byway. So this one basically heads south from the main road. Very keen dog. Yeah, so again, just be careful of sand on these bits, because it can soon catch you out. Although the good thing about sand is when you bin it, it doesn't hurt so much. I'll ride in the middle bit. Yeah, I'm trying to stick to the main track where I can, because I don't want to, you know, go off piste too much. It just makes it worse, and it pisses people off, pisses farmers off and landowners, because people have been riding further and further away from the trail just to find a decent line. But yeah, right, gate. Okay. Yeah, it's warming up now. Huh. Some very happy pigs there. See a little red little red arrow there. That's the Byway sign. So one of the few things I've done to this bike since I got it is I fitted some Dunlop Trail Max Mission tyres, and the bike I had before, the first Tiger I bought in October, that had Continental TKC 80s, I think they're called. So they look a lot more aggressive. They look, you know, for me, from someone coming from motocross, when I'm looking at tyres, you know, they kind of look like they've got some grip. Front tyre especially, although it looks more like a trials tyre than a motocross tyre, it's certainly got traditional square block knobbles. So, you know, I was surprised at the lack of grip they had when I got off-road up at Thetford just for a quick stretch. So then I got this bike and it had more touring tyres on, so then I did some research and kind of drilled down on the Dunlops, on the Trail Max Missions, and the Continentals you were looking at 3,000 miles, but the Dunlops people were saying more like 8,000. But the trade-off is the Dunlops definitely are not a 50-50 tyre in my opinion. Limited as it is, because I'm only just new to this, but you know, from what I know about tyres, the rear tyre especially, it's much more like a traditional road bike tyre. It's very sandy. Yeah, whereas the front tyre is a little bit more aggressive. Nothing like a Continental TKC 80, but it has got more sort of blocky patterns to it. And they've been okay. I mean, on the road they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The grip on the road is going to outlast my skill. outperform my skill, no problems. But off-road, especially when it gets sandy, then they can be a little tricky, difficult to ride. But so far so good. I do like them. So coming down the hill here, and you can see it's getting sandier because the ruts are deeper. Yeah. So I'm just going to push my bum back a bit here and keep my weight a little bit further back. I'm not going to touch the brakes. Yeah, it's getting quite squirrely. I'm using my weight to move the bike around, my feet on the pegs. Let's go first gear. The thing I don't like is this traction control. When you're trying to give it some beans, it kicks in and it won't let the back wheel spin up, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Way. Huh. Yeah. That's tricky. Big bike, a lot of weight, you're trying to muscle it around. It is not easy. Sand is tricky riding. From a motocross point of view, you kind of steer your bike in sand with a rear wheel, because you've got all your weight back over the rear wheel and you're just giving it big beans on the throttle, and you're sort of leaning the bike and keeping the front wheel light, and like I say, using the rear wheel to steer where you want to go. Back onto the road. Well, obviously you can't do that on an adventure bike, and it takes to get a bit used to. Right, back to the main road. Look, there's even more water in the fields over here in Suffolk at the minute. We've had such little rain. Okay. So I'm going to head over towards Aldeburgh now, by a Snape. Going to look for a couple of byways over there. Well, it's the other side of Aldeburgh that I've seen, and then head up towards Sizewell Power Station, and then Walberswick. Yeah, should be good. Should be fun. Look at this. Nice big wide road. Just me. I've got 6 gears, Mark. Just me and the odd farmer in his freshly polished tractor. I just saw another one coming down the road. In the distance. On to the next leg. What's not to like about this? when you get up to about 60 and you get a bit of breeze through the vents, it's just lovely, just perfect today. I'm definitely not a hot weather guy. Nicely polished, sir. It looks like he's chasing Stravas. I'm sure that means nothing to a lot of people. You'll have to Google it. So this is Snake Maltings. It's a beautiful place actually. It's very nice. Like I say, a couple of nice shops, lovely theatre, nice cafe just here, and a pub. And you've got the River Old there. Lots of people out walking and enjoying it. Yeah, so this is Aldeburgh, we're on the outskirts of it. Nice place. Hello. I've got a salute there. Is that a BMW thing? I do like that. You know, I'm ex-military. Perhaps I should start saluting people. Although, as any soldier knows, you don't salute unless you're wearing the correct headdress. So as you come down into Aldeburgh, you essentially just keep coming straight on down, take sort of bear right at the roundabout, and then eventually you'll get to the main high street, the main drag, which we're just coming up to. So we're going to turn right there, that takes you down the main high street, which is where the few shops are, and importantly, 2 bloody good chippies. But I'm fairly certain we'll miss them. They're all out today. Yeah, making the BMW guy go at the back. Standard. I wanted to see if the record shop was still here, because there was a good vinyl shop here somewhere. It might be in there, I can't remember. Wizzy Wallop vinyl. Anyone else still collecting vinyl? It's getting so bloody expensive. So this is the main high street. And then the first chip is on the right here, on the corner. And is it open? Oh, it looks like people are queuing. There's a big queue. And then the second chippy is up here on the left. Yeah, still a big queue. You know what, I might have to give it a miss. I'm going to do a left here because it's really busy. So I've been to Aldeburgh quite a few times, and I do know my way around fairly well. So this is a little back road that runs parallel to the main high street there. And just look at these lovely old pastel coloured painted buildings. home to the middle classes, I'd say. There's the seafront of the beach there, just to our right. I don't think if I go up here we'll see it very easily. Yeah, so there's the sea. So that's a perfect place to come and eat your fish and chips. Yeah, it's just lovely. Oh, I'm not standing in that. I bought some brew kit with me. So I can at least stop and have a brew somewhere. I'm going to find a little shop and get myself some sandwiches or something, I think. And find somewhere a bit more peaceful to sit and enjoy a bite to eat. It is lovely, Aldeburgh, though. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so along the seafront here, you can often come and buy some fresh fish if that's your thing. Just the one place open there today. It's lovely strolling along the seafront here. It's quite a long beach, Aldeburgh Beach, and it's all shingle, and it stretches all the way down to the next village. You can imagine it gets very busy. There's another little good car park just here, and then over there that shell-like thing, you can, I don't know if you can see it with the GoPro, but yeah, that's the shell, the Maggie Hambling sculpture. Maggie Hamlin's a well-known artist, but she's quite a famous artist in these parts. Alright, so the Byway is coming up on the right somewhere here. Yeah, here we go. There we go. So there's the Byway sign. I have been using this website called Byway Map, and often you talk to people about where to ride and it says, oh, look on Byway Map, but the problem is with Byway Map, a lot of the byways you can't ride because they're restricted, or there's some other issue, like there's a couple of byways my way in Lavenham that have been temporarily closed while they repair them. So yeah, it's worth doing a bit of research, because if you are riding at any distance looking to ride off-road and then you get there and you can't. Another shiny tractor. Yeah, so Byway Map is a good place to go, but don't take it as verbatim that you can actually ride there. You need to do a bit of research. Yeah, so nice little wooded area around here. Might be a nice place to stop for a brew in a minute and have a nice warm wet. Hello. Yeah, so this continues on now, looking at the map. this is quite nice here. I didn't think it was going to be as open as this. Again, it's quite sandy, but not as bad as over at Sutton Heath, that first bit I did. So I'm looking up ahead, trying to pick the best line I can, avoiding the deep sand if I can. Right here, I can't. Just keep momentum going, keep my weight back. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, because in your mind you're thinking, well, if the faster I go, the more damage I'm going to do when I bin it. It just comes with practice. Like any of these things, you're never going to turn into a ninja at doing it overnight and just watching things on YouTube. You've got to get out there and ride your bike. Certainly from my point of view, I mean, what gives me confidence is my tyres. As a motocross racer, you think about it a lot. Especially your rear tyre, because that's where all the power and where all the grip comes from. Hello! Wee. Not concentrating? Yeah, this is not too bad at all. It's fairly simple. It's very dry, which I thought it would be, because we've hardly had any rain. Had a bit yesterday. I mean, they might not have even had any up here. Yeah, so we should hit the main track just about now. Which will be this bit just here. That's right. Oh, blimey, look at the peloton go. This young lad leading them all out. People look so much happier. I'm not surprised. Like me, just been going stir crazy at home. Although I've not got it too bad where I live, because I'm in the middle of nowhere, so there's plenty of space. But you know, if you're living in urban areas and stuck at home, I mean, my daughter's living in a flat with no garden, nothing, not even a parking space. You could go and sit and have a barbecue. And how she's managed throughout all of this, I don't know. I mean, well done her. Big respect. So there you are, look, there's Sizewell. So which way we're going to go? Can't remember. Yeah, we've got to go left. This must be it here. Yeah, down there. So I'm just going to do a quick map check. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what that bit of paper says. There's a sign there. People put these signs and they're generally pretty useless. No parking, that's all right then. Hello. Okay. So again, just looking up the trail, picking my track, keeping one eye on map, looking for the, well, generally always looking for the easiest route. I might have the GoPro in hero mode, but I'm certainly not in it, especially because I'm on my own. You have to be a bit of a tit to be racing around here on your own with all this gear. Oh yeah, definitely stop and have a brew in a minute. This is lovely. Odd houses here in the woods. Cute. Hello. Oh, I like this. I'll definitely find somewhere in a minute, have a brew. Yeah, most of this is fairly quite well compacted if you are going to come up here. And if you look, you can see on the left hand side it started off a little bit more compacted on the left, but now the right is better. It can be quite tricky picking the side to be on, and obviously the more you swap around, the more you're asking for trouble as you're going over that centre line. It can easily catch you out. So just relax. That's definitely a key, is relaxing. Don't tense up, because that just wears you out, and it's quite difficult to be tense and focused and all the time. It's just to hide into nothing. So I'm just going to go down the centre for this bit. Yeah, you can see some off-road vehicles have been down here. So just centre my app. Yeah, so there's a byway that goes off to the left in a minute, which I might go and recce. Yeah, just coming up a few metres. Yeah, looks like it there. Yeah, so I'm going to go and recce up here. I reckon it might be a fair bit quieter up here as well. What a perfect day for it. Yeah, relaxing is the key. Don't tense up. Don't grip the throttle and your bars like your life depends on it. Just relax. Nice gentle grip. Squeeze the bike through your knees. use your foot pegs. So you can see now that really I want to be in the middle now, so I'm just going to heel up, a bit of gas just to get up over it, just to help the front wheel stay tracked. It's easy to hit something with the front wheel and be deflected off. Yeah, so there's the main road there. So there should be a woodland round the corner on the right. Yeah. It's fenced off. I was going to think about having a brew up here because it might be nice and quiet, but maybe not. No, you can't get in. I have to go somewhere back down there then. I've wrecked it now though. I know what to expect. Come down here with some mates in the future, then I'm not going to lead them down a road to misery. I'm actually still in road mode, the rider mode, but it doesn't really matter in many respects, just when you're taking your time. Yeah, so there's a gate here at this end, and so I'm going to do a U-E. So I'm going to go up the hill, as it were, to help with a throwback to turn me around. Yeah, okay, coolio. Yeah, alright, so we'll go back there, back along there. We'll find somewhere on this trail here to have a bit of a brew, I reckon. Cool. Back down there. Well, that was a nice little break. Nice cup of coffee. A sandwich. Yeah, I'll have to remember this. So when you come up that byway there, the main byway, and then you get to this junction, yeah, it's just nice and quiet up the way there. I've seen quite a few people walking down, well, not quite a few. Yeah, so it's nice and quiet up there, out of the way. Oh yeah. Yeah, so nearly in Walberswick now. It's a nice bit of byway, that. Nice little cut through. Give you a bit of an off-road fix. Smashing. I don't know what this place is. Hello. Someone's folly. Okay, back onto the main road. Well, that's it. We're nearly into Walberswick now. I am hoping, I'm praying, there is an ice cream van. There's sometimes one on the sort of dock there, the jetty area by the river. So Walberswick's this lovely little seaside village. It's my favourite little place to go. I'm not really into beaches. There's two things I'll take to my grave, never quite understanding. One being religion, the other being sunbathing. Two of the dumbest things ever invented. So, but if my wife wants to go and, you know, because she is a bit of a lizard, she loves it. So if she does want to go to the beach, then this is where we come. We come to Walberswick. We park in a car park by the beach. You walk over the sand dunes, and you're there. And but then you can walk along the river, and you can walk up the river. You can catch a ferry that takes you across to Southwold, or you can walk up the river, walk over a bridge, sort of through Southwold Golf Course, and then you're in Southwold. So it's a much better thing to do if you certainly by car, is park in Walberswick and then walk across to Southwold, because Southwold can get rammers, and it's only a mile or so, so it's a nice little walk. Yeah, it's quite, I mean, if it's a nice day, it's just pleasant and lovely. Thank you. But sometimes on the sort of jetty area there in Walberswick, there is an ice cream van. There's a lot of kids there normally crabbing, and yeah, it's just really, really nice. There's a green with a pub. There's a little village shop. So absolutely stacks to entertain you, really, from what I want. There's no kiss me quick, there's no slot machines, which is definitely not my cup of tea. Yeah, so left there takes you up to Blytheborough. There's a good motocross track at Blytheborough. By all means, take your adventure bike up there and have a play. Yeah, here's a shop, so if you do want a few bits. It's where the kids come to get the bacon for the crabbing. It's just another quintessential Suffolk seaside village. I think this is like one of the most expensive places to live in Suffolk now. I'd imagine little two-bed cottages here are going for absolute ridiculous money. If you go straight on here, down there, that takes you to the car park where you can walk straight over to the beach, but we're just going to go down here and check out the sort of jetty area. So there's the shop and pub, a little play area. It gets rammed in here in the summer. Is there an ice cream van though? Oh no, denied. I'll make sure might say neggers, cheggers. Ah. Ah, that's a shame. Right, we'll go back up and do the beach then. Oh, they've got ice creams. Oh, they might be getting them from the tea room. I'll have to come back. So we'll go down here into the car park. There's some toilets here on the right, public toilets. Yeah, there's normally kids crabbing down there into the water. That's quiet today. Let's go and park over here by the rocks. Well, I've had a great day on the bike. Thanks for joining me. I'll leave you with some lovely shots of Walberswick and Southwold. It's been a great day for it. Hope to see you again. Cheers.